So, Brian, what can you tell me right off the bat about UFC 250?
UFC 250 by pay-per-view standards is a weak card. It
Okay.
is. It got some interesting stuff on it. But and this is no disrespect to Amanda Nunes. Anybody who has ever watched me talk about her knows
Right.
that I have the utmost respect. She is the greatest female mixed martial artist of all time. She's one of probably the 3-4. I think I had her tied for 5th in my all-time GOAT list. She's right there, and that's regardless of gender. She's right there, and 2 or 3 more wins, she's gonna be in the top 3.
Okay.
But that said,
Yeah.
when she is headlining a pay-per-view,
Right.
and she's not fighting Ronda Rousey, Chris Cyborg, or Valentina Shevchenko, you got to have a killer co-main event. And Rafael Assunção against Cody Garbrandt is a good fight. It's a good fight. I don't know if it's quite as awesome as we might need it to be to really, really say, okay, this is a solid pay-per-view.
Right.
But we are in a pandemic.
Right.
So,
I was going to say, let's have to give a break. I mean, they've been pumping out shows and keeping live sports alive.
Yes, you do have to get a little bit of a break. And then another fight on the main card is really good. Aljamain Sterling against Corey Sandhagen. That's a fantastic fight. That's a fantastic fight against 2 guys who can make a legitimate claim that they should be fighting for the Bantamweight Championship.
What's the date of UFC 250?
UFC 250 is Saturday, June 6th.
Okay. So when are you going to be doing your predictions?
My predictions will begin to drop on tomorrow.
Listen,
it's going to be a heck of a day tomorrow because my son graduates from 8th grade tomorrow, and we're doing we have to do a parking lot graduation because of the pandemic. But I am just thankful, period, that we have one that can be done at all.
Hey, you're lucky.
Yeah, because a lot of people
my oldest is graduating high school.
Yeah.
And
it's just getting.
We did a drive-through today. He picked up his cap and gown and diploma so he can take a picture, and then we have to drop it off in a few. It's
crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So that's exactly what's happening right now. But yeah, I mean, this main event is interesting though, and I don't think that Felicia Spencer should be completely dismissed because she does have the ground game that is serious. Amanda Nunes' takedown defense will be tested. And Felicia Spencer has proven to have a pretty great chin. She fought Cyborg, took a beating against Cyborg, kept coming, and was able to really keep that fight competitive. So it's a good matchup. It's the best matchup that can be made in the UFC women's featherweight division. The Assunção Garbrandt fight is really interesting because Garbrandt's really aggressive. Assunção is very much a counter fighter who is not a extremely high volume guy. I think this is a dangerous fight for Cody Garbrandt because he has a tendency to get overly emotional and exhibit some poor fight IQ, and he has a very fadeable chin. And that has been demonstrated time and time again. Rafael Assunção is a very high IQ fighter. I know he knows that. He's watched the shots that have hurt and knocked Garbrandt out in the past with TJ Dillashaw, and he's watched that. And I know he's going to be looking for that same type of an opening. The question is I know Cody Garbrandt has probably been working on cleaning up those holes, but this won't be the first time he's had to work on cleaning up those holes. So the answer is he going to take the instruction and actually fight smarter, or is he going to get out there and be the same fiery, off the hinge Cody Garbrandt who's willing to get into that firefight? That's the biggest question. And then the other fight we mentioned is the Corey Sandhagen against Aljamain Sterling. 2 very athletic guys. Sandhagen is long, athletic. He's like a super tall Dominic Cruz. And he moves super well, but Aljamain Sterling is a fantastic grappler. And it's a good fight. It's a very good fight. So we'll see what happens with UFC 250, but there's some interesting things there for sure.